2 and Basic Instinct. Now, Leno has been a ratings winner for NBC really for most of his tenure. I mean, compare and contrast the competition, as we will do for you. Leno is going out on an incredible high note, leading the pack, nearly 4 million viewers. The successor, Jimmy Fallon, about 2 million people watching him now. ABC's Jimmy Kimmel, his show pulls in just over 2.5. And the venerable David Letterman has nearly 3 million viewers, but that's down year to year. Conan O'Brien, who replaced Leno the first time around, his cable TV talker, doesn't even crack 1 million. His numbers also down. So let's talk about the Jay Leno legacy and the future of late-night TV. CNN entertainment correspondent Nichelle Turner and Steve Battaglio of TV Guide magazine. So welcome to both of you. And Steve, let me begin with you. I want you to, of everything that Jay Leno did in his near 22 years, what is the biggest imprint you think he's left on late-night TV?
The biggest imprint is that he's a winner. That is what he cared about. He wants to please people. He had a very working class attitude toward the show. Tell jokes, get check. It was consistent, it was comforting, it worked for a long time.
What do you think, Nichelle?
Yeah, you know, I agree. It's funny when people always say, what do you think Jay Leno's legacy is? I think of two things, survivor and winner. And I say survivor because, you know, he didn't have an easy, smooth road. He was, it was controversy pretty much from the beginning. When he was named the host of The Tonight Show in '92, everyone kind of thought, well, David Letterman get it? And he ended up getting it. And then that debacle in 2009, he's had to come back from some arcs. He's taken some hits. But in the end, like you said, he's going out on top as #1. And fans and viewers still turn to him.
He's going out on top, but Steve, when we just mentioned the ratings, I mean, it's down year to year for late night TV. What's the deal? Why are people pulling away?
Well, all the shows are down because there are a lot more choices. You didn't show all of them in the graphic there, but you know, you have Chelsea Handler, you have Stephen Colbert, Adult Swim draws a lot of young viewers at night. I mean, the viewers
Jon Stewart.
have many, Jon Stewart at 11 o'clock on the East. The viewer has so many choices. They're also playing back their favorite shows from prime time on DVR after prime time's over. So it's an extremely competitive landscape, and everyone's getting a smaller piece of the pie, and that's one reason why NBC is making a change. I think they want to bring down the cost of The Tonight Show. It's not nearly as profitable as it used to be. They're bringing it to New York. They're getting a tax credit. They're paying Jimmy Fallon less. So I think overall, I think it's all about money.
Nichelle, you know, we talk about Fallon, but also you have Kimmel, Jon Stewart, Conan.
Right.
Is it time for younger faces?
Well, I think so. I mean, you know, everybody likes just a good joke at the end of the day, but I definitely think that, you know, the networks always want that younger demographic because then that demographic can grow with the audience.
Brings in
I think
money.
Absolutely. So I think definitely they want to skew towards the Jimmy Fallon and the Jimmy Kimmels, and they're just a little bit younger, hipper, fresher. Their jokes are, their guests are a little more younger Hollywood. So yeah, I definitely think that would be the case, Brooke. That this is the wave of the future. But I also think that you know, those guys, especially Jimmy Fallon, he goes towards the internet a lot. He does viral videos. He does all that.
Yep.
So he's tapped into a whole other audience. Exactly.
Yes, yes. But then what about the women? Steve, you mentioned Chelsea Handler. Where are the rest of them?
It's been it's been a white male club for a long time, and it's certainly the pipeline seems to be filling up that way. I mean, it's kind of strange in that the one African American entry in late night of recent years is Arsenio Hall, and that was the same guy who was doing it 20 years ago. So it's certainly it's definitely been a gap.
Okay. Final question to you, Steve. Prediction time. Where do you think Jay Leno's next stop is? You already know. You know what I'm going to ask you.
Well, I don't think it'll be on a show at 11:30. I think it would be very difficult for Fox to get in the game now. And so, but he certainly has, he'll have a lot of suitors. If you want to be on television today, I mean, there are a lot of different places to go, and I think Jay Leno will end up somewhere soon.
Somewhere. Who knows where? We'll talk about that when we know. It'll be much ado, much talked about. Steve Battaglio, Nichelle Turner, thanks to both of you very, very much tonight.
Thank you.
Last night, I can't believe it, of Jay Leno. Coming up next, opening statements.